things are looking pretty rough in the economy. There are layoffs everywhere. I know, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. If you haven't noticed already, it's not looking good. There's all sorts of studies on small business and why they go out of business. And there's a lot of reasons, but there's also a number one reason. And there's a reason that's number one, you're going to totally understand. And if you've been in business and been in small business, it's going to ring true. Okay, so I don't need to explain it. Just say it. It's money. You're going to run out of money before you run out of, I guess, the dream, right? The energy to keep going on your business. It's money that people run out of. That's why people have to shut down their business. Things are going to get tight. They're getting tight. They're going to get tighter. If you want to stay in business, you're going to have to find a way to reduce business expenses. It's your only chance. What are the things you can do to reduce business expenses, right? Some people will say, oh, I can cut the office. Yeah, you probably could, depending on what you do. You might need the office, but it depends on the service you provide. Maybe I can do a little on my subscriptions. Maybe I can cut some down. Yeah, that'll probably help. But what's your number one expense? If you have employees, it's employees. I don't even know what you do. But if you have employees, it's employees. So I don't want you to lay employees off. I don't like the idea. In fact, it literally makes me sick to my stomach when I have to lay people off. Whether you believe that or not, it really does. I absolutely hate it. It doesn't mean I don't do it. You got to do it. We got to keep the business going so that the rest of us can keep a job instead of all of us lose a job. So I hate it. I hate it. Man, I hate it. I hate it so much. But better that, you let one or two people go and keep the business afloat and everyone else has a job. I know. Ask those two people to let go what's better, right? Because they still have to, man, I don't even want to get it. I just stop the video. I absolutely hate it. I hate laying people off. That being said, look, the only way you're going to stay in business over the next couple years is to get lean and mean. So you can't cut marketing. If you do, you're going to die a slow death, okay? You can't do everything yourself. Again, you're going to either burn out or you're not going to grow and you'll still probably die a slow death because now you're doing everything. So what was the point? You're going to need help. A remote employee from TaskBullet can help you reduce business expenses. We have U.S. employees and Filipino employees. The Philippines is significantly less per hour because of economics. Maybe we'll do a video on economics and I can explain that to you if you don't know. But anyway, that's not for this video. One's a cheaper option, one's a more expensive option. I honestly don't care which one you do. We like giving opportunity to people in both the U.S. and the Philippines. I love seeing our Filipinos get a job, work up through the system, and become the breadwinner for their entire family. I love it. It's so great to see the opportunity given to them and see them come up, see them start to wear nicer clothes, right? Some of them gain a little weight because they're eating a little better. It's awesome to see. It really is. I love watching the humanitarian side of the employees on the Philippine side. I love it. That being said, I'm an American, man. I love seeing the Americans with jobs too. I don't love seeing the jobs go overseas, but I think that there's a happy medium. I think that you can win on both sides. If you have a job that you need an American to do and you have the budget, then yeah, let's get an American on there. That's awesome. Try to keep the money here. But if you don't, I think what's more important than giving an American a job is staying in business so that one day after you stayed in business and you built up a little bigger, you could afford to maybe put an American at one of your positions that you needed someone in. But if you go out of business because you ran out of money, dude, good work. Now nobody gets a job. So I don't see how that's a win. You need to stay in business, and the best way to do it would be to reduce business expenses. The easiest way to reduce business expenses and the most effective way to reduce business expenses would be to get an employee from TaskBullet. An employee from TaskBullet uses the bucket system. Again, I don't feel like I'm going to go into that on this video. Maybe I should do a whole video on the bucket system because it's pretty incredible. But just know this. If we were charging twice as much, and I'm not exaggerating, if TaskBullet was charging twice as much per hour, we would still be a better deal than all of our competitors based solely on our bucket system. Look it up. You'll save so much money just using that versus another type of employee that you could probably afford to get the American because it's that efficient. I'm serious. So make some hard decisions, do what you got to do, and stay in business. When you get through this and the economy settles down and then it starts to rebuild, which it always does, you need to be ready. You need to be in business and functioning. So let's do it. Let's do this. Get lean and mean, call us, see where we can help. Heck, we have a free trial. Sign up for the free trial, see how it works, and let's see what jobs we can offload from you so that you can keep the money coming in and we can reduce the expenses. You won't need an office for it. You won't need to buy computers. You won't need extra softwares. We integrate with your software. Our employees already have the computers and everything they need to work for you. So we're ready to go. Are you? Are you ready to go?